I know. Life got a little bit ahead of me. Okay. But I'm just gonna show you guys my, whatchamacallit, my regular day-to-day routine, makeup wise. I already washed my face. It's 4 in the morning. I've been waking up early as F for the past few days. So yeah, let's hope I get this done and I can hopefully stay awake. I went like this. I can hopefully stay awake for the rest of the day, because lately I've been like trying to fall asleep at 6 p.m. and stuff because I'm waking up so early. But we'll see. I just finished my foundation. I feel like it always looks whiter on there. I'm not even sure, but I feel like it does. I feel like my face makeup always looks lighter on here than like me looking at myself. But okay. But yeah, I've just been thinking and stuff. I'm gonna finish those questions that I didn't finish last time. So, okay, I'm almost done. I have like 5 questions left. Good. I'm getting exhausted. I think it was this one. I don't even remember. But okay. Shit. How many times a week should people have sex during a relationship? I feel like the healthy amount is probably like 3 times a week, because like I can only do 3 times a week. I used to be the type of person to do it every day, but I kept getting UTIs because of so much, you know. So I think the healthy amount is like 3 days a week, but it depends if you guys are like okay in the relationship, you know, because I've been in a relationship where I kind of just had to force myself to like be intimate with this person regardless if I was mad at them. So that would hurt a lot, you know. And to me at the time, I was young and stupid, and I thought, you know, it was basically my job to do that. I didn't really know anything else like around that, you know. And I figured like since we were married, it was just something I had to do, you know. So even when I didn't want to have sex, I would do it just to get it over with, you know. After a certain time, I realized like, no, what the fuck. Like, I'm just benefiting him at this point and he doesn't deserve it, you know? So I stopped doing that. Because, like I said, it would hurt. And not because dude was big or something. It was because, like, I wasn't turned on. That's what I never understood about people. Like, when they say, like, oh, did you pop her cherry and this and that? And girls always say like, oh, it hurt the first time. It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. It's because you're scared, you're nervous. It's your first time, you know. So your mind, since your mind wasn't prepared for it and he didn't do anything to help you get there, you know, that's why it hurt. So when you have shit going on in your head, that's gonna affect down there. So yeah, I think the healthy amount overall, if you guys are in a good healthy relationship and you know this is something that's okay with your body, if you're sensitive like me, I'm sensitive. If I have sex way more times than I'm supposed to, I do get UTIs, and I've gotten them so many times at this point. So Never again. But yeah, I think the healthy amount to have sex in a relationship is 3 times a week. Different question. Okay, my love language. I think I've already talked about this. I'm not really sure, but I think I did. I don't know why, but my ears plugged up. I feel like I'm having some sort of anxiety, but it's just my like ears messing with me. But okay, my love language. My love language. My love language. I think it has to be definitely acts of service. That's my biggest love language. You guys know, like, when your man gets you like random snacks, you know, I think that's cute because like, oh, he thought about me and I didn't even have to be around for him to think about me, you know, type thing. I think that's cute. What else? I think I'd have to say like when you don't have to ask them to do chores, you know, because I was with someone for so long and Joseph was the same way, to be honest. Like you have to ask them to wash the dishes or take out the trash and stuff. So when they do that on their own, I think that's like, thank you so much, I don't have to ask anymore, you know? It's like less stress on my mind, less things to do in my mind, you know? So it like clears out my head a little bit, other than like, okay, I've been saying for 4 days now that I need to make a Sam's Club grocery list and I still haven't gotten to it. So yeah, it's like that. But yeah, I just think that those kind gestures go a very long way. And, you know, those are what set you up for success in a relationship. The tiny little things that you do. And it's like, that stuff is free, you know? Maybe you can make a grocery list for her of like the things you know she constantly buys or something. So that way she's not thinking about it all. Maybe look around in the kitchen, you know, and see what we need. That'd be nice too. Instead of just putting it all on her, you know, like even if she is the one that cooks or something, it would be nice if you like tried. Because that's really what matters, you know. And make sure you do that before she starts actually doing it, you know, like if she already made the list or something, practically no point, but at the same time she could look at your list and be like, oh yeah, forgot about that or something, you know. Because I've gotten very overstimulated at one point or two. And it's not fun. It's a very shitty feeling. I don't feel like myself. I don't feel like myself. And it's just not a good feeling overall. So it's like, I know, you know, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I know I'm not acting like myself. I know that. Like, I fucking hate it too. But maybe you have to ask yourself, like, what can I do to make her feel better, you know? All this gets blended out on my freaking, whatchamacallit? When I actually start blending it out. I feel like the hardest thing for me to find shit is definitely contouring my nose. It's like the hardest thing for me because I need something very close up, you know? My dumbass. Just need this for the nose part. And the rest, I just blend in. I try my best to, at least. What do you think? But yeah, what the heck is it? Can't tell if this one's dark or oh, it's a dark one. And once more, go through this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Acts of service. That's my love language. What do I think of birth control? Well, I'm on birth control right now and I fucking hate it. The first year of having birth control, my hormones were all over the place, and honestly most of the time I was like anxious or pissed off, and I was like, I found myself getting so mad at my boyfriend very often for like little things, and I would react like if this freaking dude cheated on me or something, you know? But yeah, birth control, I think from start they should have started creating birth control for men, because I mean, women can't get other women pregnant. A man can get a woman pregnant as many times as he wants a day, you know? It makes no sense how that's the woman's problem. It never made sense to me. Like, how is it a woman's problem when the woman isn't the one getting people pregnant irresponsibly? And I really hate the fact that everyone like, oh, she should have closed her legs. Bitch, so should he. Like, why the fuck is it all on her? So should he. Because obviously me, being a young mom, I always got hate for it. And I'm just like, it's because I'm a woman. And because I'm small. And they think that they can talk to me the way they want. You know? And then when I hated going to the fucking grocery store when I like first got pregnant and stuff, because a lot of people would stare at me. And then they'd be like, how old are you? Wow, so young, and stuff like that. And I'm like, I knew growing up that if I was gonna have kids, I would want to have them when I'm younger. I didn't think 18 years, but I thought maybe like 21, because I didn't want to be like a really old grandma, you know? I wanted to at least be like in my mid 40s when I'm a grandma, you know, so that way I can still do things with them and like have some sort of more energy to be with them, because I didn't know how my body was gonna be, you know? And I'm like, I know that some people are just like tired of it, they're like done and stuff at a certain age, and I'm like, what if I end up like that? And it's just like this whole thing. But yeah, I was always scared of that. So yeah, birth control, I think it was always meant to be meant for men, but since especially back in the day it was a man's world, it still is, but you didn't have to worry about much, you know, back in the day. For a man, they'd be like, why do I have to take meds? Make her type shit, you know? Like, I'm working, she's at home doing nothing. And men nowadays still think that way, which is like what's crazy to me. I just don't find it fair. It's a very like one-sided way of thinking, and I feel like women already go through enough with all you nasty ass men, you know? But those same nasty ass men are the ones complaining, you know? Okay. Friends dating your ex. I've talked about this before on my Instagram, but me personally, like, I understand that everyone's like more like, hell no, that's girl code, this and that, but I personally would be okay with it if they talk to me first, you know, instead of me having to find out through someone else or something, or seeing it myself. I think I would prefer to know that you guys are going on a first date or something before like someone else sees you guys and I'm over here like, you did see them? It's weird. But yeah, a lot of people find it girl code, and I totally get that, you know? But I think, you know, if you really like someone, you're gonna want to go for it, and I don't want to be the one standing in the way, you know? But as long as they're not weird about it, because I know there's some people that are like pretty weird about that. Use this one. Like, your friend would like start dating your man or something, and she's the one like, oh, I'm just gonna stop talking to her because, you know, I find that weird, you know? Like, I find that like, okay, you clearly would never allow this, you know? But since you're the one that's doing it, you're just gonna hide away type shit, you know? And I think that's kind of like a very pussy move. I think that's like really lame, you know? But I just like wholeheartedly feel like if you want to start dating your best friend's ex or just a friend's ex or something, I think that you should be like going out of your way to say like, hey girl, like, I know this is really weird or something, but I recently got in touch with your ex and he asked me out on a date and stuff, and I just wanted to see if, you know, you would be okay with it. If she says no, then like, if you think that friendship is worth more than a potential future with someone, then you don't go on that date. But if you think that relationship is worth more than your friendship, then go on that date. You know, let her know, like, I'm sorry. I was really just telling you to like warn you about it. I did want to see if you gave me my blessing, you know, to date him or whatever, but seeing that you won't, I really do want to go on a date with him. And if you're not okay with that, that's fine. I understand, but at the end of the day, it's my choice, you know? Like, be respectful about it. Don't be like, you know, any sorts of crazy. Be respectful about it, because at the end of the day, this is your friend, you know? And you guys probably have known each other for a while. And I think girl code should mean that, you know, like, you're open with them and not hiding behind their back. I think that's girl code. But yeah, I think that's more girl code than anything, you know? Just being open and honest with them. So yeah, friends dating my ex, I would be okay with as long as they talk to me about it first instead of basically hiding it behind my back and me finding out some other way. Dating as a mom. That's the last question. Dating as a mom. Well, I mean, for me personally, it wasn't that hard. I don't know if other people like struggle finding someone good or whatever, because I've seen the dating pool nowadays, you know, and it's not all that fun. It doesn't look fun, like, at all. There's like a bunch of men trying to control women and stuff, you know, and then I don't know, I just feel like that's so odd to me. But well, I was on a dating app called Iris. I think that was it. Iris, I'm not really sure. But I heard of that app when it was like first new, you know? And before that I was on Bumble, and I'm like, I don't really like Bumble. Like, Bumble seems like it's for a lot of other hookups and stuff like that, you know? So I wasn't all that big of a fan for Bumble. And obviously I wasn't gonna go on Tinder. Like, from what I've heard, that's like a big hookup app. Like, people aren't actually looking for a relationship there. But yeah, it wasn't all that hard for me to find someone. There's a couple of people that I started talking to before I talked to Joseph, and not that I had to be, but I was always honest with all of them. I'm like, you guys aren't the only people I'm talking to or getting to know, you know? And they respected that, and I'm like, good, because it's like my first clue of like if there's a red flag, if they're like, oh no, like I don't want to talk to anyone like that, you know? Like, what's a dating app for then? It's to get to know a bunch of people, not just, oh, stop talking to everyone or not talk to anyone as soon as the first bubble pops up, you know? So weird. But a lot of people have always questioned, like, oh, like, why are you still friends with your exes and stuff? I'm friends with my exes that I didn't, like, leave on a bad note with, you know? I just don't really see the point of, like, blocking them and doing all that crazy stuff just because we broke up, you know? I just don't see the point in that. But that's pretty much it. Like, we just never had beef or anything, so like, what's the point of blocking them and doing all that? Like, they were genuinely good people. It's just we didn't mesh well, or, you know, maybe they weren't good in relationships at the time or something, you know? But overall, like, they weren't bad people. So yeah, that's why I keep my exes on my social media, because they weren't bad people to begin with, you know? Okay. I think I'm pretty much done with that. Oh, my nose. But like I said, I personally didn't really struggle. I went on, actually I never even actually gone or went on a date because I had my kids at the time, you know? And at the time I was like just focused on being a mom, trying to get through like the whole divorce process. At the time I was also like going through some fucking landlord problem shit, and I didn't find that fair, but I was just overly stressed at the time, and you can clearly tell by like how I was taking care of myself at the time. I was just overly stressed. It was really bad. But yeah, I don't know. Bad people didn't really pop up on my shit, you know? Like, I was deadass only talking to people that I like swiped right for or whatever. And I didn't swipe right for like a cute photo or anything. Like, I needed someone to have like a bio of like, you know, what kind of person they are, what they do, on a daily and stuff like that, to like really get in depth with like what kind of people they are. Because on my bio I clearly put that I had 2 kids and all that fun stuff. Dude, I swear my eyelashes get shorter by the fucking day. So annoying. But yeah, I didn't really struggle. I found Joseph pretty fast, I guess. And honestly, he wasn't even gonna be like one of the people I actually talked to. But I was like, you know what? I want to give him a chance. Because he didn't have much on his bio either. But there's like people that had nothing on their bio other than a photo and like, oh, their gender and stuff like that. And I was like, like I wanted a full description, you know? And like I was openly seeking out for someone that looks genuinely kind, and Joseph, the way he smiled in his photos and stuff made me feel like he was genuinely a good person, because, you know, those happy smiles are genuinely the ones that are good people, you know? Not the ones that are like, or something, you know, or like so serious on their photo or something. That just gives off like cholo vibes, and I personally don't like that stuff. I don't want to get my kids or myself involved in something like that again. I never got my kids involved in something like that. I'm just saying, like, I've dated people like that, you know, and you don't really get far with those people in your life, so I chose to stay away from them. Guys, I'm cramping so much right now. But a lot of people hate on moms, you know, because they're like, oh, she's all used up and stuff like that. And it's like, boy, you're probably more used up than moms. Like, what do you mean? But at the same time, those people that say that aren't actual men yet. You know, they're like 28 years old, like have nothing really going for them, or just the podcast guys that, I don't know, just tend to have beef with all women. I don't know if it's because they're ugly and it's hard for them to get a woman, or just because women don't like their attitudes and stuff, because I don't blame them. If that was the complete dating pool, you know, all those podcast guys and stuff like that, and you guys know which ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about like Anthony Tart and, you know, the F&F people. Like, all I see from them is like, oh, them talking shit on like gold diggers and stuff like that, and it's like, stop looking for them then. Okay, oh wait, goes there. But yeah, I just feel like the dating pool is pretty bad for moms right now. A lot of people tend to bash moms and stuff, and especially those guys that are like, oh, she should have stayed with the baby daddy and stuff. And it's like, she didn't leave because, oh, he started making less money or something, you know? I feel like that's what all dudes think, like, oh, he probably just started making less money or something like that. But even when you like openly tell them like, oh, like most of those baby daddies turn, like they change after having a kid or after getting married, like they change into like someone they weren't. Because if they would have shown these red flags before getting married or something, I guarantee you they would not have like given them a chance. I just really don't think it's fair for people to like blame the women for that. Like, blame the men that changed. Like, what are you talking about? It's her fault because she shouldn't have left in the first place. You're supposed to stick it out and this and that. Like, that's not a bad moment, you know? Like, it's just a bad person. It's not a hard time. It's just gonna be a hard life with that person. So yeah, I don't agree with staying with people that are like, that completely changed after you had a kid or something, you know? I don't think it's ever gonna get better, and you're just gonna get disrespected more and more as time goes. So definitely don't recommend. I feel like I did that a little bit too dark, like darker than I actually wanted it, but it's because of the glue. Yeah, it's definitely because of the glue. Really, I just don't like it being that dark, you know? But whatever, it's okay. I just want to get my nose. I don't like getting this part with the setting spray because then it starts looking like it's gonna start peeling. So I don't like doing all that. I like that to like flourish a little bit, but not have it like too pigmented and white, you know? Just like clearly make it look like it's lighter in that spot. Okay. Where the heck? I was gonna do something else. Oh, my lips. Don't know where my lips are at. Who knows? Maybe I'll just stick with whatchamacallit. I was like, maybe I'll just stick with my chapstick, but I think I might. I'm just gonna put some lip gloss right now. If I ever get up this early, I definitely put some like lip gloss on, so that way after eating and drinking and stuff like that, it rubs off, but the pigment stays on my lips. So yeah, it's just a little trick I do. But I'm gonna put on some hoops. I just don't really know which one, so maybe I should just put a stud. What do you think? Should I just put studs on or put some hoops? I still have big hoops, but I don't really use them as I used to. This is like rose color. This is gold. Maybe I should just put studs. I think I'm just gonna put studs instead. Not really sure. For this look, I feel like the pearls would look perfect. There's like 3 types or sizes, but I'm gonna do the biggest ones. My nail came off. I was honestly waiting on my nails to come off so that way I can put a new set on. But my nail came off. Maybe they'll all fall off today. Okay, like I told you guys, dip it in there and then put it in your ear. So that way, if you're sensitive towards jewelry, it won't affect you like it normally would. It won't make your ear itchy or painful. It'll just be like you're wearing a normal earring. But yeah, like I cannot. Plus, all the cute looking jewelry is always the cheap jewelry, always the fake one. So, pretty sure I'm gonna die wearing fake jewelry. And best believe I'm gonna make them put some Neosporin on it. But yeah, my look changed a lot throughout the years. I definitely always wore hoops when I was growing up. And then, what else? I would never wear pink, ever. I would never wear anything light colored. So yeah, I find that interesting, like how much I changed throughout the years. I just think it's cool, you know, just seeing my own different, like, this is like some perfume oil that Joseph got me a long time ago. It's called Lust Naked. It's a signature fragrance, and it has, what does it have? I think it has THC in it. Not really sure. Like, I don't know, he got it from a place he was working at. But yeah, this is the overall look. I go very simple with it, you know, but if I do use foundation, it definitely takes a lot longer because I have to do all sorts of like setting and like all the powder and stuff like that to get it to like sit right instead of it like feeling like it's gonna peel off or something. So yeah, what do you guys think? I think I'm just gonna wear a pink shirt today. At the same time, it's freaking freezing and it's supposed to be snowing today. So, you know, might just wear a hoodie or something. Not really sure. And what's funny is that I might wash my hair today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wash my hair today or tomorrow. But yeah, I might have just done this for no reason. But moving over here, I noticed that my hair changed a lot. Definitely turned a lot straighter. Like this is me without washing my hair for 3 days. Yeah. Like 3 days, and I don't do anything to it. I just brush it and that's it. I didn't even put any products in it or anything. But yeah, my hair is a lot straighter over here. I don't know if it's because I live in the mountains or there's no humidity or something. I'm not really sure, but this is my natural hair now and I freaking hate it. I really miss my waves, my curls. It was something that I loved about myself, you know. I loved my hair, just the way it would naturally like have waves and stuff. It was just so beautiful to me. But I think being in a new environment with new weather and stuff, no humidity practically, you know, it changes your hair structures and stuff, and it's not okay. It's not okay. But I got this new shampoo and I'm hoping that it brings back my waves and curls because I don't know, I really miss them. And I'm like, I don't know, I just look at my hair now and I'm like, that's not my hair. it's not my freaking hair. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm so sorry I didn't finish the last video. I will insert photos or videos technically of how my last look ended up. But I hope you guys have a good day. Like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on your notifications so that way you know the next time I post, since, you know, I post randomly. Bye.
That was a screenshot of a video because I realized I never even took pictures when I did my makeup, as per usual.